I forgot. There we go. Just watching some talking heads. So hi. Here it is Saturday once again. And I'm doing this thing that I always do. Now, I skipped last week. I had surgery last week on my knee. So this week I decided to fall down and pop the stitches and ended up in the hospital. So I decided afterwards I'd go to the hospital. Okay. So, you know, what are you going to do? Just the way I live, you know. So, yeah, that's what I've been. I got a lighter here. I don't see a lighter. Oh, crap. I got to go get a lighter somewhere. I'll be right back. I can't do this show without a lighter. Ever heard of such a thing? Ever heard of such a thing? Oh, wait. Is this a lighter? No, it's an empty lighter case. Does me no good. Let me go get a lighter. I'll be right back. Okay? Don't start the show without me. All right? Okay. Don't go away. Not that there's anyone here, but don't go away. I'm just going to get a lighter. So anybody tuning in, I just went to get my lighter. I'll be right back. Just getting a lighter. Where is it? Is it here? No, I lost my lighter. I might have left it at dog's house. Oh well, here's one. Oh, quiet. Quiet, I didn't do anything. Noisy dogs. Noisy dogs. Such noisy dogs. Anyway, I'm back. Not that anybody tuned in while I was gone. Or if you did, I didn't notice. Anyway, here I am. And we're rapidly approaching that time when I can spark something up and get this show going. Yeah. We're almost there. So, pretty soon, we can get the show going here. Okay? Okay. Counting seconds here. I'm not actually counting a second. That's stupid to say. I don't have a clock with a second hand. All I have is this little computer clock down here in the corner. That's not all I have. Oh, happy 420. Okay. Wish I knew where my lighter went. Something in my lungs other than just dirty air. Because there's no such thing as clean air anymore. Let's just sterilize it yourself. So anyway, happy 420. I'm just going to sit here and take in a few hits. And hope someone shows up for the news. I haven't seen any activity in the numbers yet. But I've come to the conclusion that those numbers mean nothing. It could be there's somebody that's there, but just not paying attention. Okay? So, okay, it's 421. I'm going to get started here. So, the attorney for Dr. Caitlin Bernard on Tuesday filed a tort claim, a precursor to a lawsuit, after the Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita told national and local media outlets that he was investigating Dr. Bernard for performing the abortion on the 10-year-old girl See, Ohio passed a heartbeat law right after Roe v. Wade was shot down by SCOTUS. That means you have to have an abortion within 6 weeks of being impregnated, or you got to go somewhere else. See, this 10-year-old girl, this poor thing, was raped. And she was pregnant just past 6 weeks. So they took her there. They took her to Indiana, where abortion is still legal until looks like into this month. They held a special Indiana legislative session shortly after this to see if they can't make abortion illegal by the end of the month. I guess because of the notoriety that this particular abortion got. But so this poor girl who's been the subject of derision by the Republican Party, and there were, of course, claims that it never happened and that it was all a hoax. And of course, Biden spoke of her in his speech, and Republicans all over the country have been saying nasty things about her. Well, it turns out that there was a fellow who was arrested for her rape, and so that kind of put an end to that story about it being a lie. So Rokita appeared on Fox News last week and said he was gathering evidence against Bernard and looking at her licensure and whether she failed to report this abortion, because apparently it's a violation of the law to not report an abortion in Indiana. And so he's looking into that as well. And he claims she was an abortion activist who had a history of not reporting abortions. And these statements were also repeated in the press. So not just on Fox, but it's been put in writing as well. So the tort claims that these are examples of defamation of character, since he had no evidence to prove conclusively that she had not reported this abortion or not reported other abortions. So the Attorney General for the state of Indiana, who knows what this might cost him. Be interesting to see. But now, U.S. Representative Jim Jordan from the state of Ohio had tweeted that this was another lie, and is anyone surprised? And he took that tweet down, and he was approached by a reporter and asked about it, and he was unapologetic. He said he was just responding because he took the governor's word for it, Ohio governor's word for it, that this person was non-existent, this 10-year-old. So that's why he posted this. But he was unapologetic to the 10-year-old. Okay. He said he was referring to the rapist. Okay. That he didn't think the rapist existed, not the 10-year-old girl, which, I think to deny that a rapist exists, I think is a bit extreme. I think we know he was referring to the 10-year-old girl. And so then he was asked if he thought that a 10-year-old girl in the state of Ohio should have a right to an abortion if she's been raped. And his response to that is that it's up to the state legislature, that he had no opinion. Well, I wonder if he'd have an opinion if it was his 10-year-old daughter, you know. So, a bipartisan group of senators finalized a deal to reform a 135-year-old law that governs the peaceful transition of power, hoping to pass it by the end of the year. The law would update the 1887 Electoral Count Act, which the orange guy and his cronies attempted to exploit to pressure Pence to block the certification of the 2020 election. Now, the proposed change will clarify that the vice president's role in counting votes is merely symbolic, and also raise the threshold for when a member of Congress around. It'd make just that whole what happened on January 6th not possible. Okay. I mean, well, it wouldn't stop a riot from happening, but it wouldn't be a situation where the vice president could even be in a position where he could affect the election. You know, so that makes sense to me. There are other restrictions that this bill would put into place as well. Restrictions over states with regards to elections too, with regard to intimidation and such. So, it's not going to make it any easier to pass. Still going to need 60 senators' votes. So even though it's bipartisan, that doesn't really mean much, you know. These guys are dicks. Don't really want to pass much of anything. As long as there's a Democrat in the White House. Wow. Sweet of the week is Florida cake. Florida cake is a hybrid, and it's 28.18% THC. It's supposed to be sativa dominant, but excuse me, it's supposed to be indica dominant with a kind of a sativa start. So it's tasty. I like it. Has a nice flavor. Fruity with a little bit of on the backside. So, the New York Supreme Court ordered Rudy Giuliani to testify before the Fulton County, Georgia grand jury, where the district attorney is investigating efforts by the orange guy and his allies to overturn the election results in their state and ultimately in the nation. So in a filing in Fulton County Superior Court, DA Fannie Willis indicated that Giuliani was ordered to testify on 8/9 by Justice Thomas Farber after Giuliani failed to appear at a 7/13 hearing to challenge the Fulton County subpoena. So here he was in a position to challenge his appearance, and he didn't show up for the challenge, dumbass. So subpoenas have also been issued for Trump attorneys John Eastman and Kenneth Chesbrough and Cleta Mitchell, plus GOP Representative Jody Rice of Georgia and GOP Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina for their involvement in trying to overturn the election overturn the presidential election in Georgia. So nearly a dozen of Georgia's fake electors have also been subpoenaed by the Fulton County DA. This came to light when attorneys for 11 of the 16 false electors attempted to quash the subpoenas, calling them unreasonable and so those subpoenas are still in effect, by the way. So they didn't go anywhere. So last week, the Inspector General for the Department of Homeland Security, under which the Secret Service operates, sent a letter to Congress informing them that the texts sent by agents on before January 6th had been erased. Spokesman of the Secret Service claimed that it was part of a long-planned system migration. I'd like to know what the definition of that is. Okay, what's a system migration? We're going to migrate this system over there so that we can lose all these fucking texts for you. Now, this has sparked a criminal investigation after only one text was produced from the 24 agents covered by the subpoena. Okay, 24 guys produced one text over a 2-day period. I find that hard to believe. Further concerns were expressed when it was revealed the Department of Homeland Security Inspector General had known about these erased texts since February and said nothing about it, But you hardly noticed. Oh, I guess I'm having some streaming problems. Anyway, the committee's really interested in these texts because there's that ride from the speech to the Capitol, not to the Capitol, to the White House. We're going to go to the Capitol, and it's been said that he attempted to take over the steering wheel in the limo, and there may be text conversations relative to that. And then there's the Pence Secret Service team who tried to get him into a limo and away from the Capitol building, and he refused to go. There's some questions about who ordered removal of him from the Capitol building, because he stuck around. He wanted to confirm the election. There's a question as to whether or not they wanted him out of there so he couldn't confirm the election. Okay, so there's always that possibility. So, maybe they were operating under Trump's orders even at the Capitol building. If we had those texts, we might know, but we don't. So, oh, and by the way, I usually do a nature story, and I didn't write one up, but I'm going to tell you about beavers and how helpful they are in cooling the planet. When beavers build dams, they cause pools to form. These pools cause cooling of the air around them. Additionally, these pools, because they moisten the ground, ultimately contact with groundwater.
And the groundwater being cooler than the surface water cools the surface water. Additionally, cooling the air, cooling the ground. So beavers are important to our survival because they help cool the planet. So watch what you do with your beavers, okay? Because they're important to us. So watch out for them on the highways, okay? Now, I have a little anecdotal story about a beaver. A friend of mine hit one with her car, and it totaled her car. It was that fucking big. And I saw the thing laying in a ditch after the accident. I didn't know she had totaled her car hitting this particular beaver. But I saw it lying in a ditch on the side of the road. And I thought to myself as I went by, gee, that's an odd color for a deer. That's how big this beaver was. Okay. This was an enormous fucking beaver. I have no idea how old it must have been to grow to that size. But this beaver was huge. Okay. Wasn't there very long. So I don't know who picked it up, but somebody must have picked it up. Maybe a taxidermist or something. I might have seen it around here because that's the kind of neighborhood I live in. Okay. I mean, if it was a deer, somebody would have taken it just for the meat, roadkill sort of thing happens around here too. So, yeah, but this beaver, she totaled her car hitting a beaver. Okay. It was really quite a mess. But the beaver was that big that she totaled her car hitting it. But yeah, beavers are good for our environment. So we need them, okay? They create water pools by damming up rivers, and that cools off things. Cools off the land, cools off the air around it. So beavers are important. So if you hunt beavers for hides, stop it. Okay? If you're a taxidermist, leave the beavers alone. Okay? Please. So that's my ecological story for today. Leave the beavers alone. They're good for our environment. I realize sometimes damming up a stream or a river can be a nuisance and can be annoying to some. Well, then take it out. But by doing so, by creating these lakes and such, these ponds, they create habitats for other animals too, for other creatures. So the beaver is your friend. Just want to let you know. So here I am, folks. Anybody wants to talk to me, I wouldn't mind. I do like to chat. It's a lot easier than talking to myself. Because I know what I have to say. So if you want to talk to me, that helps a lot. Okay? I know what's in my head. I'd like to know what's in yours. It's called conversation. People have been doing it for seasons. It's kind of hard to have a one-sided conversation. So somebody jump here and talk to me, would you? I'd like that a lot. So a week ago last Tuesday, I had arthroscopic surgery on my knee. And as a result, there were a few stitches put in my kneecap. And Tuesday night was Taco Tuesday. I went up to the local pub, and came home and I fell down and I popped the stitches in my knee. I didn't fall on my knee, which is a good thing. I did, however, hit the back of my head right here. Stony, welcome aboard. I was just talking about, I had knee surgery 2 weeks ago. And just arthroscopic knee surgery on my meniscus. And the surgery went great. And I went back to the doctor yesterday. But Tuesday night, I went to Taco Tuesday and maybe had too much tequila. And I came home and I fell down. But I didn't fall on my knee. I fell on my head right here. And meniscus surgery? You are? Oh. But I popped the stitches in my knee getting up. I flexed my knee too far and the stitches went, So everything was okay, till the next morning. I got up Wednesday morning and I'm walking around and stuff, and shit starts running down my leg out of one of the stitch areas, one of the places they stitched up. So I put a Band-Aid on it and I thought, well, it'll stop. Well, it didn't stop. So I was losing fluid all day. So I went to the emergency room Wednesday afternoon, and they said, well, there wasn't anything they could do. They couldn't sew it back up. It was too late. So they put a big Band-Aid on the thing and said they were going to script me some antibiotics. Led Zeppelin song. Squeeze me, baby, till the juice run down my leg. Exactly. That's just what was going on. So they decided that while I was there, they would do a CAT scan of my head. Well, it turns out I had blood on my brain. Okay. So they kept me overnight. And I just love that. They come in every 3 hours or so and wake you up. So by the time I got there for o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't get into bed till midnight, all the horse shit they were pulling. And then they're coming in every 3 hours and waking me up. So I didn't get a lot of sleep. But they discharged me Wednesday afternoon. Well, about 2 o'clock. So, yeah, bloody brains. So they let me know if I start seeing double or start talking crazy or anything, to give them a call. So everything seemed to be working okay. So I went to see my orthopedist yesterday, and my knee's doing great. So he's real happy with that. So I'm fine. I just had blood on my brain. That's all. Somehow that snuck in there. But you should have seen the size of the goose egg, man. Holy Christ. It's like half a football on the back of my head. Yes, I do. I promised my bestie no more shots. So it's my bloody brain. Yes. Speak with an English accent when I talk about it too. It's me bloody brain, man. That's what it is. It's me bloody brain, man. Can't help it. It's me bloody brain. So, at least I got one. They found I have one. So, it's twice this year that it's been confirmed. First, there was the surgery, and now this C scan. So now I know I have a brain. A side effect of tequila. Yes, it is a side effect, isn't it? Yeah, trouble is, I like that Don Julio 1942. It's not cheap, but it's my favorite tequila. Yeah, that's some special shit. Gray after confirmed. I'm not sure. I don't know what that means. Oh, gray matter. Oh, adder. I see. I thought it said after. I can't read that well either, you know. Hence the glasses. Yeah, I'm slacking. I think I need more weed. Improve my eyesight. I have a need for weed. So it's Florida cake today. I think I left the lighter at Dog's. I was up there today before the show. Boy, did we get some heavy rains this morning. Now the sun's shining. Crazy weather. It was only in the 70s this morning. It was kind of nice. But thunderstorming like crazy. We had we had tornado warnings last night. So we got some nasty weather going through here. Mackle lives. Yeah, it's sunny now, but very stormy this morning. I had to drive up to his place in the rain. But, well, he's got some nice autoflowers going. Big, chunky buds, you know. You know, I look at pictures of other people's autoflowers online, and they don't look anything like his. I don't know what he's doing right. Most autos look like crap. So Manson was caught diverting millions from ecocide himself with no circumstances. I'm furious. I hate that fucker. Well, yeah, he owns a fucking coal mine. A coal plant. You know that. Yeah, he owns a fucking coal plant. That's why he's so fucking opposed to all this shit. You know, that's why the whole clean energy, that's why he's opposed to all that shit. Because he owns a fucking coal plant. You know. That's why Biden's doing this end around. You know. Hey, how you doing, Alim? Welcome aboard. The same reason we've discussed before. Because we're all anti-gun. Okay? All us liberals are anti-gun. None of us are crazy enough. Okay? No, none of us are crazy enough to go out there and kill one of these assholes. That's the problem. Okay? That's the problem. And that's why Trump made it through 4 years. Because there aren't any liberal crazies that are armed out there. You know what the liberal crazies do? They donate to fucking Bernie Sanders. With your bow and arrow. Yeah, and you wouldn't shoot him either. Right? I mean, I'm a liberal crazy too, and I wouldn't do it. But I might donate to Bernie Sanders. Beavers. You had to remove it. Oh, I'm cycling right now. Oh, man. Got himself a raccoon, huh? We got plenty of them around here. So, not be shooting no beavers. Leave the beavers alone. Raccoons are okay. Shoot the raccoons. Yeah. Welcome aboard, Judith. Yes, they are. Coming for our butter knives. You have a shitload of wabbits. Oh, bung and lighter. I see. Snark and saw. Sass? I'm still confused. Yeah, I guess I could just call you Snark and get easy on myself. Sass. I know she has plenty of sass. So is it hot where everybody is? This is supposed to be like the hottest weekend of the year or something. Yeah, you are a bit late. I'm usually a late riser, but I had to run up the dogs today. I still had to prepare for the show, so I went up there beforehand. Oh, there we go. I'm back. I turned them on to an old TV show from an old Cinemax show that's now on HBO. It's available on HBO. So if you got HBO, you should watch it. It's called Banshee. Who goes to this small town to find his old girlfriend who's got $1 million in. Whoops, I'm cycling again. Goes to this town, Banshee, Pennsylvania, to find his old girlfriend, who's got a million in diamonds that they stole. And so he goes looking for her. And it turns out she's now married with 2 kids. He's been in prison for 15 years. And so he goes looking for her, gets to the town, and he's sitting in a bar having a few drinks. And these 2 guys, there's a guy sitting in the bar having a steak. The guy with the steaks is he's a new arrival in town. And on Monday, he's going to be sworn in as the new sheriff. So these 2 guys come in to rob the bar, and the new sheriff gets into an altercation with them and is killed, as are the other 2 guys. So the ex-con decides he's going to take over as sheriff in this town, find his girlfriend, and so now he finds his girlfriend, and she don't have the diamonds, and it's all fucked up, you know. But he's a pretty cool sheriff. My green bicycles run was a nightmare. What was that? My green bicycles run was a nightmare. Fucked my crotch and broke up my friendship with Buds. Oh, really? Into a no more. I didn't know you weren't friends with Buds anymore. Stupid. Oh, I'll see you, Stoney. Thanks for stopping in. Take care. Show up Tuesday. So, yeah, we'll show up Tuesday, and we'll rock with some music. I'll play some. No more tequila. No, I can't get my head anymore. So, or wear a Bears helmet. Yeah. There you go. That's better than dyeing my hair blue and orange. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I should grow my hair back and protect my head. You know, when I had a hair cushion, maybe that was better. Because I used to fall and hit my head, but I didn't hit as hard as I did Tuesday night. Holy Christ. I was like bulged out to here. I really whacked the sucker. But what are you going to do? Hair cushion, yeah. Yeah. I need to get one of those helmets that disadvantaged people wear. You know, they're asking me all kinds of questions, you know. Do I have somebody who comes to the house and takes care of me? Do I feel safe in my own home? You know. Yeah, he says, yes, as long as I stay awake when my wife's awake and I sleep when she does. I was giving him shit about all kinds of stuff. I'm just that kind of guy. Oh, it's my daughter. How's my knee and the weather? Wet and fine. Not in that order. There. That should confuse the hell out of her. Or not. She's pretty intelligent. Considering she's related to me. Went live to see you. Text me. My phone is screaming. And how does it? Hey, Smash 510, welcome aboard. We're just sitting around talking about how you shouldn't fall on your head when you're drinking tequila. Because that's what I did. And I ended up in the hospital for a night. Not from the tequila, just from falling on my head. So I'm not going to do that anymore. Drink tequila. I still might fall on my head, but and don't have a hair cushion. If I don't have a hair cushion, I'm not going to drink tequila. So that's what I'm going to do. I need something to drink. Oh, look, it's right here. So, yeah, well, I hit the floor, that's for sure. I went to the hospital and there's blood on my brain. So I really whacked it. And at my age, I don't need to be whacking my brain around. So I promised my Bessie I'd get 10 shots. No more shots of anything. So I'll stick to the beers. Not good. What's been going on? Not good. Everybody's life should just be humming. Yeah, I'm gonna try my damnedest not to fall on my head no more, too. You know, knee surgery wasn't bad, so I could stand having more knee surgeries. You know, and the brain surgery I've had has been good, so I'm looking forward to one more brain. But I can't be dumping on my head like that. Got to be more careful. You know? So what's everybody smoking today? I got this Florida cake. That's the weed of the week today. It's a hybrid. Making smashed booty beans. Oh, you taking off? Well, take care, hon. Thanks for coming aboard. Smashberry 510. Skunk Booty OG. Smash Booty. I see. Making smash booty beans. Oh. Letting her go, huh? Stuff's getting harsh down the end. Down near the end here. So I got two what I got going here. I got two holy grails, two cheeses, what's the other ones? Oh, two holy grails, two cheeses, and a Scout's prayer going in 110. And I got 5 Gorilla Glues going in the other one. So that's about where I am right now. So yeah, well, I got to stock up so I can buy some new lights. Not have to buy any street weed for a while. Invest my money in some lighting because I got some weak lighting right now. I definitely need to upgrade. So figure that's a place to put my money. You know. And then I can increase my yield all the more. You know. Get some better lights in there. What time is it? 5:12. I don't know. It just vanished. There was a whole shitload of people in here a minute ago. I don't know. Somebody else started a show I don't know about. It happens. You know, I'm sure it happens on your show too. People come and go. Anyway. Maybe this will be a short one today. I don't know. You know, some are longer than others. I at least get into the second hour most of the time, but I don't look like I'm even going to make that today. Yeah, I sit there and yap by myself most of the time. Yeah, I catch myself doing a lot of that too. That's why I open the show with news. You know, at least then I got something to say. You know, got something to read at least. You know, it gives me, 10 or 15 minutes of something to do. Wait for somebody to show up. Read some news stories. Sometimes I find some good ones, Yeah. Of course, now that Trump's not president, there aren't many funny ones, I used to find some good funny ones. Like the guy that broke into his New Jersey golf course and cut donuts on all the greens. There used to be some good ones. Or the reason Trump was anti-windmills was because he had a golf course in Scotland and they set up a whole bunch of them right along the coast. And he could see them from his golf course. And when he bought the golf course, those windmills weren't there. And he just thought they were so unsightly. So used to always be a good Trump story, This guy don't give me much. So yeah, well, waiting for 420, smoke another joint, start a new one. This one's harshing me here. Not that I'm going to stop smoking it. Whoa, shit. Burn a hole in my shirt. Well, just a trip to own your own golf course. He's got a bunch of them. Well, you know what he was doing? He was deferring Air Force jets to an airport in Scotland. Okay. So that they'd keep that airport open. Because otherwise it didn't have enough traffic for them to keep that airport open. So we were buying fuel from this airport in Scotland rather than flying to Germany or Spain and using American fuel. Okay. So we were wasting taxpayers' money flying to Scotland and refueling there from the Middle East instead of going to Spain or Germany and using our own fuel. Just so they'd keep the airport open so people could go to this airport, go to his golf course in Scotland because it was closer than going to the main airport in Scotland to get to his golf course. This one was only like 50 miles away. Oh, nice. Well, trippy. Huh. Those are the cones I use. Drippy days. They're not GMO. And they're cheaper than Raws. And they come in a nice wooden box. 50 of them in a box. I like them. Just another trippy day. So, we are so close. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You roll raw papers late? Oh, happy 420 somewhere. Yeah, these are cones. And for all I am, Hurricane Spliffy, you know. So it's got to be a cone for the show. Otherwise, I got the bong here. Yeah, happy 420. Oh, that was a big one. Oh, holy shit. That was a bit much. Yeah, my bestie gave me all the Gorilla Glues. And we're all clones off of her plant. So. Hopefully I'll get a nice high yield out of that tent. A rolled joint full of hash. Mixed it in my joint jar every morning. I play joint Russian roulette. Don't know if the joint I picked will. Nice. Nice. I like that. I like that. I should do that with a cone and keef, you know. Pack a bunch of cones and put them in a jar and load one with keef or something. Try that. I could do that. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. I have some cherry train haze in cure right now. It's going to be ready in about a week, 2 weeks. Maybe I'll do that with that. Just roll it all up and keep the fuck out of one of them. That'd be a cool idea. You didn't get it yet, huh? How many joints you got to pick from? I mean, it's not like a revolver, is it? I've got more than 6 in there. I mean, how many joints are in your joint jar? See, now you ought to just keep adding joints to the jar. Make it more and more difficult to find it, you know. Then you'd never know where it is, you know, instead of depleting the jar. Well, good, then I'm going to have a whole tent full. So, I say I got 5 plants going in there. You know, if I don't kill them, they'll be fine. So, that's all I'm counting on is the large yield. That's all. And if I get a large yield out of that tent, then I can buy 1 light, you know. Or maybe 2, depending on, you know, because there's 2 smokers in this house. So Mrs. Spliffy smoked too. So I have to share this. Somebody gave me some white widow seeds the other day. 3 white widow seeds. And all he wants are a couple of cuttings. Said he'd even root them himself. So, lives right down the road from me. Known the guy for probably 9 years or so. Still don't know his last name. I just call him John the military dude. He's retired Army. He was a master sergeant. But he had PTSD. Got a discharge, a medical discharge. He's on 100% disability. Yeah, I know. Me too. That's why I'm looking forward to growing that. So, and all he wants are a couple of cuttings from it. So I think I can do that. He gave me 3 seeds. He says, either give me a couple of cuttings or give me one of the seeds back. And I took the 3 seeds. You know. Because I can make the 3 seeds last a long time. When you figure I'd go, clone to clone to clone to clone and still have 2 seeds left. Why would I want to give up a seed? Had to be foolishness. I mean, why wouldn't he just give me 2? That's what I couldn't figure out. I mean, he grows. So. Didn't make any sense to me, but I'll take the 3 seeds. So, why not? Yeah, my wife happened to mention to him that she likes White Widow, and bingo, he showed up with the seeds. So they must have been the only White Widow seeds he had, or he wouldn't have wanted one back. So, oh well. Mine now. I've been just cloning lately. Here I only grow clones in the main room. I see. Well, I have a great deal of success with seeds. I never did have one that didn't pop. So, but then maybe I've been fortunate. But I'm not a long time grower either. I'm relatively new at this. I mean, I used to be an old time grower way, way, way back. But, this tent growing thing, this is new to me. I'm looking at this for a year and a half. But I've had a lot of success with seeds. So okay. Welcome back. So good to see you. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They're fun. Never know what you're going to get. Smash Booty is in 48 hours dark. Pimp Cycle MD. You guys. 3 Smashberry 510. Not with the Skunk Booty OG. Nick Smash Booty. All right. Smells like the Lord's taint. There's worse things. If you're going to smell like a taint, the Lord's taint. The Lord's taint. Shit. Well, you know, if anybody's shit smells like roses, taint terps. Well, taint terps, what is it? Turpentines. 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 There you go. Yeah, turpentines. Oh, shit. Turpentines. Shit. Oh, man. Turpentines. Holy turpentines. Those are holy turpentines. Taint OG. Holy taint OG. Gotta be. Or Lord Taint OG or something. Maybe it's Taint God, not Taint OG. Maybe it should be Taint God. Oh, okay. Well, thanks for popping in. He's a cartoon. Love that man. He's always fun. He's a character. Yeah. His show is something too, you know. You know, but he really brightens up the show just stopping in. Yeah, he's something else. But yeah. Yeah. Well, it's going on supper time. think I'm going to wrap this up. And tune in Tuesday, 4:20 Central, and I'll feature a musical artist. And we'll see who that is. I have no idea. I never do. So someone from the past, honestly. I need a double cheeseburger. One of those kind of days. I know what you mean. I know just what you mean. We got a place down the road, bar down the road on Thursdays. They got a half-pound burger for 5 cents. Comes with fries and coleslaw. And it is nice, juicy, charbroiled. You know, it's really amazing, juicy, really nice. So I don't know what it costs when it isn't Friday, Thursdays, but I might go see. So there's nothing funny about peace, love, and understanding. And thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. And tune in Tuesday. So take care. Have a good weekend and a good life. Okay? We'll see you around.